Good evening.
Welcome to CHMA Broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada. You are listening either on 106.9 FM in the Tantramart area or at www.chmafm.com.
Which is on the internet.
Boop, beeps.
Could be powered by any number of things.
Potatoes?
Oh, you could definitely power the internet off potatoes.
How many potatoes do you think it would take?
Are we drying them and burning them and using them to, like, spin a...
No, we're doing the elementary school, like...
getting some voltage from a potato?
Yes.
How much internet do we need to run?
That's a very good question.
Just from, like, one computer to another?
Yes.
I believe they call LAN. LAN.
Same thing.
OG gamers are angry.
All zero of them listening.
I don't know. That could be our listener tonight.
You think it's different listeners every night?
I don't think people would routinely forget their radio on at 6 o'clock on a Sunday evening.
I think there's one person. When you say the listener, I always think
envision like, And is it like capital T? Is it like,
yes, it's Portland guy.
Oh, or gal.
At this point, it's to me, sorry.
We are simply making this show for our listener in Portland.
Yes. And since we found out that I always presumed there was an ethereal the listener.
Yeah.
And then when we found Portland guy,
see, I
became the
embodiment.
Person. Yeah.
Oh, see, when I do it every week, it's like a different single listener. Huh.
Fascinating. Honestly, I do find that fascinating.
Okay. There's probably some next week, by accident, some psychologist is going to listen to this and be like, well, obviously, this person's this type of personality, and this person's a different type of personality. And on the other side of that,
there's going to be an astrologer.
Who's like, you're
obviously
a crab. Is one of them a crab?
Yeah, Cancer. You're Cancer. You just called me Cancer. Thank you. This is ground control at YMC Midgic Airport. You were joining myself. I'm getting death stares. Air traffic control and Thomas.
And me, air traffic controller Luke. I'm not giving you a death stare. I'm just looking at you, man.
Man, I don't know. This feels like a death stare. Join us for the next hours as we watch the skies, listen to some tunes, chat, and we'll be done by. We're having a chill evening.
Yeah, we are. Folks.
Very relaxed.
Full disclosure. Well, actually, we should start by saying we haven't done this in weeks.
It's so weird.
We had some technical issues, and then we had a show go up, and so it's really only been like, what, 2? But
no, 3, because
like
we had the technical glitch, and then we had... after we had the technical glitch, we had the one where you called in.
Oh yeah, the remote.
Yeah. So it's been it's actually been a while since we've been down here.
It has been
up here, down here. Where do you think
here
the break
in the break room at the airport? Well, it's down from the tower.
That's
but it's kind of ground. It's a few steps up, I guess, from ground level. I don't know. That's not really important.
It's not. I just said up and down, so then I confused myself, and I didn't.
Yeah,
but
you refused to let me play Great Big C. So here we are.
Here we are. It's funny, and you say, okay.
I was going to tell the people, for us, this is Thursday evening. We're back to, which is our fairly traditional recording time.
It is, yes.
We do it often.
But after this, we typically talk about weather.
Oh, right.
But before that, after that, we usually go into a song, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a single record here. Actually, it's 2 records, but it is a single album here, I should say.
Yeah.
For playing this week.
Mm-hmm. So the regular listener will know. That's a listener with a capital L, just like... Anyway,
yes, of course.
Our listener will know.
Yes, there. Perfect.
That we each bring songs most every week.
Yes. Sometimes one of us will take over if one of us is busy, but
this week we both independently put songs in without consulting each other.
Yes. Usually you'll put yours down and I won't bring mine in until we record, so I don't show you who
they don't cross-contaminate.
Yeah, exactly. This week, the album I was looking for was missing, and when I came in, it was the only album here. Because you picked 3 songs off this album, and so did I.
Because how could you not open the show? Are we jumping ahead through weather?
We'll get back to weather.
All right. How could you not open the show with a Sloan cover of Joel Plaskett?
And that was the song off that album I too wanted to open the show with. So
great minds.
Yeah, after we talked,
similar minds.
We had 3. Yeah, similar minds. Let's not go
Group
great.
Group
think is probably better. We're getting closer every time. You're going to do 3 songs off this album.
Yeah.
I planned on doing 3 songs off this album. The first one we're going to do is the one we both were going to put on, which is I Love This Town. The album we're talking about is, I can't have it right. What is it called again?
Oh, I can't even remember, but did you know he didn't know it was happening?
I did not. That's incredible. Songs from the Gang there. Took me a second to grab the...
Yeah. Well, Joel's producer apparently just went around and was like, yo, I'll make old Joel I don't know what you call
album,
that.
a celebration album.
Yeah.
So it's 22 songs of essentially maritime acts, Canadian acts actually, all playing a cover of a Joel Plaskett tune. And the one that we both wanted to pick for number 1 was I Love This Town by Sloan, which is going to be great.
Oh, it is.
I'm so excited to listen to it. I'm just looking at the Spotify because you can see the plays on...
How many other people think this song is banger? Having only been out for a week.
Up for less than a week, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Less than a week as we're listening to it right now. Sure. We are at, I Love This Sound is 11,000. Which is... No,
some people never
for a compilation album, a surprise compilation album that no one knew was coming out, and we didn't even talk to each other about it. And we're listening to it.
For music to reach me as a person who doesn't seek out music, like again, this won't come as a surprise to our regular listener, but like if I didn't have to find songs for this show. I don't know if I'd ever turn music on in my house. Like it's not a thing. So for it to reach me through the
grapevine naturally.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's quite something.
Yeah. I'm not going to shout out any of the ones I think either of us put on tonight, but I just want to show kind of the wide breadth of artists on here. The number 1 plays, and I don't think either of us have it on. Actually, I might, in honor of my loving, beautiful wife, would be Please Don't Return by Bahamas.
Oh, yeah.
With 79,000 views, sorry.
Okay.
And City in Color's on there. Everyone remembers City in Color, right? They had the, what's it called? Fireflies, right?
Lots of tunes.
You know that one? With All the Way Down.
Well, we could have played the Bahamas one. He lives down on like the South Shore now somewhere.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we have. But before we get to that, before we get to I Love This Town, we do have to talk about the weather. Okay. Not what's been happening.
Yeah. But
your gut
about
feeling.
What's going to come, what we're weathering into?
Yeah, I just feel like we need to ground ourselves in what this segment is again, because it's been so long. So,
yeah, okay.
What do you feel the weather's going to be? What is your weather
I think the
prediction?
last time we really spoke about it, I was predicting the weather roller coaster of temperatures because we were discussing the maple season starting.
Yes, that's correct.
So I think now we're through that. I know that the maple producers are pretty well wrapped up.
Yes.
So we've got through that like late couple of snows. The farmers, the old farmers would tell you that late spring snow is good because it's high in nitrogen. It's like fertilizer for the fields.
That's good.
I don't know how science-based that is, but that's a thing.
There's a lot of science in agriculture.
Oh, it is, yeah, man.
Yeah, sorry.
But now I think we're just ready to move up to like the above freezing lows at night
Yes.
and into the temperature that I'm most comfortable in, the like mid-teens in a mid-afternoon.
Yeah. I was out today, pre-work, as I was coming in. I was at the Foodland.
Oh, yes.
I believe you've been.
Once or twice.
And an elderly woman mentioned how tough I must be because I didn't have a coat on. And I looked her in the eyes with all sincerity and went, "No, ma'am." And she went, "Are you cold, dear?" And I went, "Yes, ma'am." I'm very cold. It's 9 out right now. My coat was in my loving, beautiful wife's car. And so I would, you're saying mid-teens? I'll take it. Because I could go bare-armed, potentially, in a mid-teen.
All right.
8 degrees, I can't.
Nah, 8 degrees is pushing it.
But mid-teens.
We're Canadians, not Scandinavians.
Amen. Okay, so we're going to listen to...
Oh, right after you told the anecdote, well, it's not an anecdote, the story about how, getting talked to old ladies at the store in our small town.
Yeah.
Could be why you love this town.
Yeah, I do love this town. And right after that, we're going to have...
Are you going to make it a twofer?
Yeah, we're going to make it a twofer. We're going to do, because since you put one in and I put one in, we're going to do one of yours, and then we're going to do one of mine, I think.
All right.
So we're going to do I Love This Town, and then we're going to do Wishful Thinking, because it's Renee Smith, who I've shouted out multiple times on the show. So we're going to hit you with I Love This Town by Sloan, and then Wishful Thinking by Renee Smith.
Too late, had a little too much to drink. Walked home, crossed the bridge when the marquee wishful thoughts. Oh, I wish that you were here, but you're not. No, 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 but you're not. Feel like a sailor lost on the seas, catching a cold, maybe catching a breeze, standing on the prairie looking for trees. Rock and roll's wrapped around me tight as a noose. From the front of the train you can see the caboose. Northern New Brunswick, look out for the moves. But if wishful thinking is all that I got, I keep on thinking wishful thoughts, thinking wishful thoughts. Oh, I wish that you were here, but you're not. No, 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 but you're not. But you're not. No, 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 but you're not. You put some gas in your tank, you put some air in your lungs, 'cause you know there's a song that's gotta get sung. It's a long, long way to Winnipeg. CDs for sale at the back of the hall. Buy one, buy them all. CDs for sale at the back of the hall. Buy one, buy them all. CDs for sale at the back of the hall. Buy one, buy them all. CDs for sale at the back of the hall. Buy one, buy them all. CDs for sale at the back of the hall. Buy one, buy them all. Couple of cheap, but they are at the mall. We want to say thank you. Good night. We'll be back in the fall. We want to say thank you. Good night. We'll be back in the fall. We want to say thank you. Good night. We'll be back in the
Sports.
But we're not going to discuss those
Okay.
tunes. No,
Yeah,
that's fine. We
tunes.
don't have to.
No.
I just thought like we haven't discussed the Venn diagram in a while, and that was
That's
kind
true.
of jammy and boppy and a bit toe tappy, all at different times.
It was.
It's not the word you use.
I used the word gospel.
There was some gospelish flair.
Yeah, which was really nice. Usually I don't mind the Venn diagram, but I think for like purposes right now, I think if we're looking at a Joel Plaskett song and kind of analyzing it, it might be actually nice to say
Words?
well, just like an inspiration. It's like, oh, this is if you like this version of this song, hey, go check out some gospel, you know?
Oh, you're trying
You
to
might
like
like it.
lead people into new musical pools?
Maybe.
That was a gospel-y thing. I suppose it's Easter Sunday for people listening to this.
Amen.
That's
today.
yeah.
And Jesus rose today? Right?
Yeah, because Good Friday gets put in the tomb.
Yeah. And then but then we have to think in Jewish days too. Because what's Easter Monday? Is that just a stat that we made up?
It's not
That
even.
can't
It's
just
not
be
a stat.
It's not a stat?
No.
Schools have it off.
Yeah, schools have a lot of holidays off.
You know what? I can't clap back. You're just fair. Like that's it's true.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought it was a stat.
Nope. Friday's the holiday, man.
But Fridays is a stat.
Friday is a stat holiday.
Is Sunday?
I don't believe so, because then they'd roll it over into Monday.
But is that why Easter Monday exists? You beat me to the thing I just
Maybe.
realized.
I
I'm
don't
wondering
know.
if Sunday is a stat, and that's why Easter Monday exists, because Easter Sunday is the only holiday that's always going to be on a Sunday. Did we
Je ne
just
sais
figure
pas.
something out
I-
as 30-year-olds or something-year-olds?
Something-year-olds? Way to walk it back.
I will walk one back.
I don't know.
may edit this out.
All I'm saying is one of us should be pretty happy to identify as 30, because you don't have that. Yeah, anyway.
What?
Someone here might not have that long left.
I think it's just great to identify as
Alive?
yes.
Okay.
30 at any point, but the beginning, the middle, the end.
All right.
When one of us is in their 40s and the other is in their 30s, well, celebrate, bro.
There's so much sports going on lately.
Sports ball, that's what we're talking about.
Yes, we are.
So sports ball is happening.
Yeah.
Did you know that there was a new sports ball?
Like a whole new sport invented?
No, but there was a start of a new national league.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Women's professional soccer?
That's
out
exactly
west?
right. Well, it's not out
Is
west.
it? No?
It's Canada-wide.
Is it?
It is. And I'll tell you the team. We'll get to the teams. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You better not worry.
I'm not worried.
Okay.
I'm very calm.
So, historic inaugural Northern Super League match was last night. So it was Canada's first professional women's soccer league, debuted last night with the Vancouver Rise FC, which stands for
Fusible Console
Football
Club. Yeah, I know.
Okay, we were close.
Right there.
We were right there. Hosting Calgary Wild FC.
Wild is fine.
Football.
Oh,
Nothing. You couldn't do two in a row.
I'm
man,
sorry.
football club. It's fine.
I was reading something.
I apologize. I shouldn't have put you on a spot 2 times in a row. It's mean. Honestly, it is long awaited in Canada launch of the NSL, the Northern Super League.
Why do they call it a Super League?
It's a football term
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's at least one, if not multiple, super leagues in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it would be like calling something the football gridiron league.
Okay.
If it was Americanized.
Yeah,
football.
that's hand football, not football.
That's right. I was trying to use football to make it make sense.
Oh, you're using football as an example for football.
That's what I was trying to do, and I think I may have done it.
If anyone can land it, you can.
I don't know if that's true. And it's actually historic for quite a few reasons. Not only bringing professional women's soccer to Canada, we have been a powerhouse in women's soccer for most of our actual lives.
Yeah.
So for having a professional league here, I think it's taken too much time, especially when our women's leagues easily outrank nationally our men's leagues every which way.
Yeah, I do remember there being quite a kerfuffle about that. I don't know, maybe just a couple of years ago at an Olympics or a Worlds or something, where it was like, well, our women do
incredible every year
and receive quite a lot less funding than perhaps the men who did not have a fantastic track record.
And maybe it should be the opposite.
Well, if
that might have been a conversation. But it was also big because Quinn, whom you may have heard of, a non-binary athlete, was really instrumental in the most recent Canadian women's gold. was the first person to score a goal in the 22nd minute of play. It was a penalty kick. Not only marking, of course, the first goal in the league's history, it was a 1-0 game with Vancouver winning.
Okay.
But I believe it makes Quinn the first trans person to score any sort of point in a national league. So, kind of big in multiple levels. Looking at the teams.
Oh, are we doing the team names thing?
We do. We do that, and we're looking at it right now.
You already told me there's a Wild, right?
There is a Wild. Oh, I did say that, didn't I? The Calgary.
So you gave me the Calgary Wild?
Yep.
All right.
And you can't see the
list or the logos.
The logos. And I'm not going to describe them.
It doesn't
I'm just going to give them a yay or
the Wild
nay.
just went into the sports warehouse name department. They went up to the little desk where they hand out the sports team names, and we're like, we need a sports team name.
And they
were
went,
like, you want a
Minnesota
new one?
has Wild, and no one else does.
And they were like,
We'll take
we
it.
don't need a new one. We just don't want a real popular one.
Yeah.
Like
we'll
one
take
that's
Wild.
seeing a lot of mileage. And they're like, well, we got this Wild stuff. We're like, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, exactly. Logo looks like a weird angry bird. I don't like it. We have the Vancouver Rise, who did win last night. The first win in the league. What do you think of the Rise?
The Rise is better.
And the Rise is modeled after the Vancouver Whitecaps logo, which is the Major League Soccer team.
Tide type of Rise? Or
It's a Rise. I think it's a Rise as in the mountains are massive out there.
Oh,
yeah, so
the land is rising.
Yeah, the rise above the big old mountains,
okay.
Yeah. So, and also, and again, like I said, the logo's based off of the white caps, which is a big old mountain with a white cap.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best logo.
Okay.
2 thumbs up. We have AFC Toronto. I don't, a football club, Toronto. I don't know what the A stands for.
Toronto.
Association, I don't care. And the logo's, it's terrible.
Yeah.
The Montreal Roses.
All right. I like it.
What's the rose? Is there
some attachment to the rose in Quebec
that I don't understand? Or is it just
there
nice?
might have been a Quebec itself being like the rose of Canada, because they're the province with passion and culture.
I'm fine with that.
More if they, punch above their weight for that kind of thing.
You have already sold it for me, and you don't even know if it's right.
Well,
to be honest,
I'll
I'll take it. Even the folk example you gave, I'm fine with.
All right.
So, and the logo, if we're doing top tier, bottom tier, it's number 3, easily number 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Ottawa Rapid.
Yeah, I can see rapidity, rapidness.
The logo sucks. And the last one, and second best logo, Halifax Tides. Tides. I'm fine with it. We have the biggest tides in the world.
That's fair. Not really in Halifax, but as close as
this league's gonna get.
All right.
It's a national league from Vancouver to Halifax. Who you were asking?
There'd be tides in Vancouver. Yes. All right. So
Halifax, Montreal. You can also say is most Canadians would say is out east.
Yeah,
I know. We know that's not quite true, but so we do have a couple of eastern options being with Montreal and the Halifax Tides. I'm excited.
That's good. You know what? I can't even remember where I heard the snippet about it.
Yeah.
But I filed it in my memory. It's like, I wonder if he's gonna bring it up. And now I could seem like I'm
a thing.
And
you know who brought it to my attention? I need to shout them out because they've been on show adjacent things and have come up conversation before. Fan of the show, Jay.
Ah,
He pointed it out to me. So
finger
hey,
on the pulse of what's going on.
he honestly really is. We should, if we're doing a rotating third thing person eventually. I don't know why I just pitched that. We've never even
discuss this.
No, we had Dan on once, but that's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do that again. Jay, it doesn't suck. That's my entire endorsement of a human being. Hey, you put on a couple more tunes. Which song from Songs from the Gang do you want on there next?
Man, I get.
You have a David Miles tune.
Yeah, and the Matt Anderson cover is also real good. So we could double shot those. You
know what? I want to keep yours to the end.
Sure, you're gonna bring us something a little more, something else. I'm gonna bring us. I like your end. I like that as an ending of the show. I'm gonna bring you the middle point of the show. Sure.
So we're gonna do Alan Silly Boys and the Thundermakers. Nowhere with You. Probably
the jam.
His most famous song, Joel Plaskett's most famous song.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
probably
need to throw that on there, of course. And I think also a very important song, probably the titular song, not titular, I guess, but a very important song off of Ashtray Rock would be Drunk Teenagers, probably the biggest song that came off that album. And we have the 45 Portland Street Band with that after.
Hit it.
Weliangkam kusit ko ay askayahas Muwe juyul bin bilo abdaman Muwe denug dami dange dulien Kijwije wultes mo dami eliewan
I took the darknet ferry into the town Spent my pennies bombing around Trying to find a way to tear a strip off these clothes Can I go nowhere with you? We'll kill
get no sicker. I just wanna get real gone. I know we can find some liquor at the Bears Road Shopping Mall. Dave Bart says he knows it too. They call him Johnny, hook me up. I know he can hook us up. Drunk teenagers, let's start a fight. Out getting hammered on a Saturday night. Drunk teenagers, you can pick your poison. The city or the country, we just wanna make some noise.
What up, Joel? Crafting, drizzling, imagining teenage hangs in criminal establishments. Memories and late night crashes. We drink to better days. Let's clink our glasses.
Imagine if that lake was beer. Imagine if that rock was hash.
That rock was hash.
For national science class. Yeah.
Drunk teenagers.
Let's start a fight. Out getting plastered on a Saturday night.
Drunk teenagers.
You can pick your poison. The city or the country, we just wanna make some noise. The city or the country, we just wanna make some noise. The city, the country, we wanna make some noise. Oh yeah.
News.
Bridge news.
Bridge news. Doodle, doodle, bridge news. We got bridge news. Woo!
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw they had a scissor lip.
Yes, they did, didn't
They
they?
were doing maybe some inspections on the old bridge up by the high school,
Yeah.
by the Tim Hortons, by
Yeah.
the McDonald's, depending how you anchor that side of town.
Yeah.
So detours in place.
All the good ways to
Some
anchor it. You got it.
Some inspections are being done.
Looking at a bridge.
Yeah.
People are looking at a bridge.
There was also kind of a quiet announcement.
Ooh.
This would have been maybe 2 weeks ago
Okay.
now. That DTI, Department of Transportation and
Yes.
Infrastructure, had the Wheaton, the High Marsh Road covered bridge on their projects list for this year.
Oh, that's good.
Now that doesn't exactly explain like what they're doing or
But
what.
It's
It's just like it's basically it's in the queue.
yeah. They
for
have
this
announced it's in the queue,
Yes.
which is honestly the best news we've heard from them in a while.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping in the queue means restoring it in some way or keeping it in some way and not,
Maybe putting a new structure next to it, but maintaining that one for
Yeah, exactly. That would be great.
something. I don't know. There's
I've-
lots of options.
And I'm not qualified to
Yeah.
know anything, to be honest.
Yeah, even in like civil engineering, which is like pretty broad,
Yeah.
and then like road construction within that.
Yeah.
Like even within that, bridges is kind of its own specialty. So
And I'm sure
was gonna
covered
say.
bridges.
covered wood bridges, man. That's
Yeah.
got to be one person in the province.
Yeah. His name might be Carl. Who knows?
We might never know. I could ask someone to find out though.
No, you should do that.
Why?
And then tell me. When we don't need to tell on air. I'm
Yeah.
just very curious. I just want to know first name.
Okay.
I'm putting money on Carl.
There's a lot of engineers named Carl.
I think so.
All right. You got any news?
Yes, I do.
Huh.
I'm going to read an article,
Oh,
not the whole thing,
just the
just the
bit.
beginning
You're
and
going to
end.
cite your sources, not like me.
Exactly. I'm going to cite I'm getting it from a primary source.
Ooh.
So I am on horizonnv.ca.
Oh, the health people.
The health people, well, the English health people.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're going to turn you away if you're not English.
That's true. They won't. They have signs saying that they won't, essentially. Horizon Health Network is pleased to announce the launch of a second family health team as a part of its transformative primary care strategy, this time in Tantramar at the Tantramar Primary Health Care Center. We've talked about actually both hospital news constantly on this channel.
We've covered quite a bit of it. Channel?
What is it? I don't even know what that is in regards to what we would be show.
Yeah. Here at the airport.
But we've also talked about the other quote. I want to get the name again. Primary Healthcare Center, which is in, I believe, more northern New Brunswick, if I remember correctly.
Vitalité?
I think it is a Vitalité one as well.
Okay.
So encouraging news. They are expected. They're planning an expansion with additional staff at this location, and it's on track to accommodate all patients in the Tantramar region without a primary care provider within the next 12 months. So within the calendar year, they're saying everyone in the Tantramar region will have a primary care provider.
Yeah. That's bold.
It's bold. I'm excited.
Yes?
It's very good news. I love hearing it. New Brunswick, but this also states, and again, this is from Horizon themselves, New Brunswickers who do not have a primary care provider should continue to register with the provincial patient wait list NB HealthLink. As new local family health teams are established, New Brunswickers registered on this list will be contacted and matched with a team in their community. Horizon will share regular progress updates at www.horizonnb.ca/primary-care. So,
All right.
if you want to get wonderful updates like this, that's where you go. And also, again, everything here sounds really
Positive.
good.
Yeah.
There's no angle you can take where this doesn't sound good.
I agree.
So,
Healthcare is important.
That's why I picked this news in particular.
That's some good news right now.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, do you know what else is good news? Getting a gold star from us.
Oh, yeah. That's super
That's
good
always
news.
good news.
Yeah.
We have never given out a bad gold star. We've given out fool's gold stars.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, which are like nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Or
Very
like,
different.
Yeah.
They are bad gold stars on purpose.
Okay.
But
I understand now.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you got?
duckies.
Yeah.
I go there, you go there, we go there. Everyone listening goes there at some point.
I don't know about that.
At some point.
Person in Portland?
Maybe they've gone there at some point and that's why they listened.
Oh.
Am I right? Or am I right?
Tie-in.
I know. But Duckies, of course, is one of the drinking establishments here in town, but they always
pub,
have
sir.
Pub.
Cultural hub.
That's what I was going to say. They always have musical acts in, be it live musical acts and DJs. They always have theme nights. They always have trivia, which we often
Participate in,
lose in.
Yeah.
We have won twice.
I think so.
How many times have we gone?
I'd rather not say.
And how many tables are there? So statistically,
let's just choose to believe we finished mid-pack.
Anyway, yeah, my gold stars Duckies. I like that establishment.
You know
It's
what
pretty
else
great.
we've given a lot of shout outs to over the year and a bit?
What's that?
Libraries.
I like libraries. We
Yeah.
like libraries.
So you know that on Bridge Street there's a tiny library.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I was out for a promenade in Middle Sackville the other
Is that
evening.
right?
And lo and behold, a second, maybe it's more than second, but I only know the location of two now.
Yes.
Tiny library.
You know what? I think there is another one.
There's got to be at least. There's got to be more out there. I bet you there's some some map one could acquire.
Oh, you know what? Do you think? I don't think there is, but I think we should
Create one?
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a new one. For our listeners who are in the in the Sackville area.
Yes.
So
you giving it to the
corner of Hedge and Main.
Yes.
Roughly, it's visible from the corner of Hedge and Main.
Yeah.
A new tiny library. I haven't been up yet to like see what's in there. I'm thinking I'll probably sneak a sci-fi title in there because
you should.
Because I can.
Yeah,
maybe I'll take something classical out and put some sci-fi in.
You should. I might do the same. You want to finish off with a couple tunes?
We already discussed which ones we're going to finish off with, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we did, but I don't think we told the listener yet.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're going to finish off. No, we did. We told them we were going to do Happen
we did.
Now
And
by
you
David
said
Miles.
they were end vibes.
Yeah.
And they weren't midway vibes.
Yeah, they weren't. But
roll
they
the
are
people
the
out
end
slow.
vibes.
Everyone's all full of ham or turkey or maybe just chocolate. Maybe you hopped up on sweets because you were pilfering it from kids.
Hopped up on hops.
Maybe you just bought yourself some kid. Maybe you didn't do any of that, but you want to listen to a Maritimer covering another Maritimer's tune.
Yeah. And you're going to get that twice over.
Maybe you don't want any of that, but you just didn't get up to shut off your radio. Now you're listening to it.
Yeah, you're also going to get that. We're going to get Happen Now, covered by David Miles, and Natural Disaster, covered by Matt Anderson.
Lean on in and let me bend your ear. I've heard a little love could go a long way here. If I could, I'd get lost tonight in the deep dark woods under the neon light. When your light turned green and my lamp got lit, I made my first mistake and then I paid for it. What do you want me to do to make it happen now? What do you want me to do to make it happen now? All my life I've been running scared, but when I turn around there ain't nobody there. To be alone, to come undone, to be the one, to be with you. To be alone, to come undone, to be the one, to be with you. What do you want me to do to make it happen now? What do you want me to do to make it happen now? What do you want me to do to make it happen now? What do you want me to do to make it happen now?
The air was getting heavy. I knew that it was coming. So I started up the Chevy and kept the motor running. A storm came down upon us, flooded all the rivers, surrounded by piranhas and doctors who deliver, and anything that you require. The fields are all on fire. I'm calling down the wire. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, batting down the hatches, Becky. Open up the earth and sky, waiting on a natural disaster. Sitting out on my front porch, watching storm clouds moving faster. Like a natural disaster. A hurricane between us, I saw it on the TV. Went down to Phoenix to make my last CD, and nobody got paid. Just like the good old days, you waste your life away. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, batting down the hatches, Becky. Open up the earth and sky, waiting on a natural disaster. Sitting out on my front porch, watching storm clouds moving faster. Like a natural disaster. Left Nova Scotia, headed down coast, toward a strip off Memphis before I leveled Roanoke. I punished Pecos County, headed for Las Cruces. Anyone around me will be covered in my bruises. You want something to remember me by? You can write my name in the sky, singing la-di-di, la-di-di-di-di-di-di, batting down the hatches, Becky. Open up the earth and sky, waiting on a natural disaster. Sitting out on my front porch, watching storm clouds moving faster. Like a natural disaster. Like a natural disaster. Like a natural disaster.
Redo it. Right on after this is live on KEXP, bringing you the very best of KEXP's World of Renown live in studio and remote performances each week. We'll be bringing you the very best live sessions from emerging acts of well-established artists spanning styles, genres, and cultures. They've had everyone from Macklemore to Sloan, who we've listened to tonight. And Elephant Jim as well from the Maritimes. I'm surprised they didn't get Elephant Jim on that album, to be honest.
Well, probably because they're not from the Maritimes.
I don't know about that. Watch full videos of Live on KEXP for performances available on youtube.com.
I'm not sure this phenomenon of radio turned video is going to catch on.
I was told video killed the radio star, but I do not believe that's true.
I was told internet killed the video star, but
it's true.
I think it's coming full circle and radio is going to kill the internet.
Eventually, when the thing happens.
The EMP?
That's one of the things that could happen. Yes. You can watch all the full videos on live on KEXP. Available. Oh, I already said this part. We're going to the next show, which is Black Atlantic. Sundays at 8 p.m. is Black Atlantic, a primary Black Atlantic-centric podcast, website, and media channel with the goal of bringing Atlantic POC voices to the world. Hosted by Clinton Davis and Hilary LeBlanc. 9 p.m. What do we got?
Is it Luca Capone?
It is. We got the Night Shift with Luca Capone, who is feverishly supporting diverse, adventurous artists with musical genres from psychedelic jazz to experimental hip-hop, tropicala to musique concrete, with a heavy focus on Canadian independent artists that can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. on CHMA.
Yep. Sunday mornings, you can tune in and get Whale Shoe Circus Hour, which I remember shouting out on their first episode.
I'm dope. I'm so
and
excited for this.
They're still at it.
That's great.
So, like, I haven't gone back to check, but I'm sure our first few episodes were a little disjointed.
Yeah,
like, we're not real jointed now, but we were real disjointed.
Less jointed at that
I
point,
feel like if you make it through the first couple months,
you get a groove, yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're probably getting their groove on by now, and I still think they got like a fantastic name. So
yeah,
giving it to them.
Awesome. Hey, thank you for listening. Thank you to CHMA for hosting and broadcasting. You can check them out at chmafm.com and chmafm on the socials. Give us a shout out on all the socials at Midgic Airport. Finally, if you miss an episode, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. Signing off.
Have a great night, folks.
Do just as I please, go where I wanna go, believe what I wanna believe. It's a gravel road our love is traveling on. If it rolls too slow, is it gonna take too long?